Welcome back to Venture Onward. Today I plan to talk about the Super Mario Bros. Film has the near impossible position of living up to sky-high anticipations. Even outside the standard tension of adjusting a widespread basis, it's attempting to solve video games to the big screen, even though a strict suggestion, which had even dropped the last cinematic technique to the characters. Luckily, the filmmakers, cast, and crew of the Super Mario Bros. Movie don't permit that stress to influence the film. Intentionally concentrating on a straightforward and captivating happening, the Super Mario Bros. Film is a definite sensation. While it doesn't see the measurements of the medium's numerous thought-provoking or emotionally engrossing access, it's not attempting to be. Occasionally, style can be more beneficial than essential, and that's when it reaches the awe-inspiring animation and joy of the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Mario, played by Chris Pratt, and Luigi, played by Charlie Day, are presented as brothers and continued fellows, undertaking a new enterprise venture by opening their plumbing business. While their parents may not believe in them, Mario thinks they have much to offer. They soon see themselves forced to recognize their highest potential, albeit not on their planet. After falling down a weird line, Mario sees himself in the Mushroom Kingdom. There, he's guided by the surprisingly severe but always pleasant Toad, played by Keegan-Michael to assemble the dignified Princess Peach, played by Anya Taylor-Joy, who desperately requires Mario's aid. With the grotesque Bowser, Jack Black, ripping his way through the planet, Peach requires all the usefulness she can obtain, and when he uncovers that Luigi has anchored directly in Bowser's lap, Mario readily decides to help him. Unlike anything Mario's seen, the duo will have to tackle an incredible trip through the world, discovering allies like Donkey Kong, Seth Rogen, and the rest of the Kongs to combat Bowser. Bringing narrative cues from the consistently straightforward Mario video games, the Super Mario Bros. Movie doesn't toss any significant story turns the audience's way, save for some surprising character motivations consistent with the video games, and add depth to some of the cast in little moments. It's an essential film, but it's not trying to be anything more. Directed by Aaron Horvath and Michael Jelenic, the movie looks stunning, with the different intersections of the Mushroom Kingdom and Brooklyn correspondingly littered with deep-cut Nintendo connections that never overpower the background. This awareness of world building is the movie's most satisfactory accomplishment, creating a multicolored and unique cosmos analogized to anything else in recent films. Lovers of the series will have a field day noticing all the lyrical cues and optical shout-outs to Nintendo's past, but they still concentrate on the charming movie at hand. Leaning on a combination of concrete physical comedy and well-choreographed moves, the Super Mario Bros. Movie looks fantastic and drives at a pleasant clip. Its model is equally acceptable, all having a blast of a time with their characters' little pleasures and distinctive features, though Rogen and Joy may be the most amazing, cutting out genuine human moments from potentially essential performances. The Mario Bros. Movie Mario Kart Rainbow Road Scene. The Super Mario Bros. Movie is ultimately extremely straightforward and even arguably thin, whereas any irrelevant deep would probably distract from a universally accessible account. The plot is straightforward but uncomplicated, giving the creators more duration to have joy with the characters and the world around them. The characters aren't one-dimensional, and the gifted cast twists unexpected feelings out of them, but their positions within the narrative. It might not have the chasm of something like Turning Red, Wolf Walkers, or Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, but it's not trying to. Instead, the Super Mario Bros. Movie focuses on providing an entertaining movie with charming characters, fun activity set pieces, and a planet that almost begs for additional investigation. In that course, it's a pitch-perfect adaptation of the original material, transforming a standard opening into gaming into an entertaining showcase for the planet of the Mushroom Kingdom. Reaching the Super Mario Bros. Movie is like questioning why Mickey Mouse cartoons be provocative, or claiming that Bugs Bunny shorts needed more difficult elements to be very special. Occasionally, a well-executed part of widespread craft can be made for fun, and that's all it ought to do. Luckily, that's even what the Super Mario Bros. Movie delivers in spades. While it won't damage audiences' spirits or lessen their anticipations, its stunning animation and brittle pacing will hold their engagement for its brief runtime. It's a tangible family movie that'll excite lovers of the video games old and young alike. The Super Mario Bros. Movie might not revolutionize video game adaptations. Still, it is a good showcase that a well-done pursuit of a game's numerous fascinating factors can show a fun time at the cinema. The Super Mario Bros. Film leaps into theaters April 5th.